Good morning, everyone. My name is John Bossey, and many of you already know me, but for those who don't know me, I can tell you that I am a follower of Robert Kiyosaki. When I say follower, I mean that I respect that man so much. I respect his ideas because many of his ideas and suggestions have helped me improve my financial life. One of the things that he said that I use till today is he talked about a cash flow quadrant and the importance of having multiple streams of income. Ever since I learned about the cash flow quadrant, what I aim at is having at least four sources of income, one in each of the quadrants. So I have at the same time a job where I am employed and I work for someone, a self-employed gig where I work for myself and earn a little stipend or an income from that, a big business built on leverage where I make passive income, and an investment. That's where my money works for me. So as I speak to you currently, I have a job. I work with the Ministry of Social Development in my state. I'm a social welfare officer. I do a lot of important work from Mondays to Fridays from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's my station. Then I also have my self-employed gig. I do a number of things for people. I do graphic designing, Facebook advertisement, a number of different things. Basically, if you have anything that relates to doing one or two businesses and you're looking for how to advertise, gain publicity, you want something like a graphic design, all of that, I can help you get it fixed for a small fee. But that's not something that I am heavily invested in because it is it's a part-time gig for me, and mostly I outsource now because there is no time to keep up with that as well as other activities. Then for the big business part, many of you know me. I analyze business opportunities and I recommend what I consider to be viable. I give you all the information concerning the business platforms that I analyze, and then I allow you to make an investment decision, knowing fully well that you should invest only what you are willing to lose, and you should always have a risk management strategy. So I've been doing this for a while and I have helped a lot of people make a lot of money. And I have built a community of people who are ready to follow me from one platform to another. And I really owe them the best in terms of doing thorough research and only recommending what I know will be helpful to them and not harmful to them. So it's a big burden of responsibility when they say with great power comes great responsibility, and it's a responsibility I do not joke with. Then I have investments with Uniski String Technology. I've purchased the pre-IPO shares of that company, and to me, that's my retirement because that company is a big deal. All right, so that's it for introduction. This morning, I'm having a burden in my heart, which I want to share with you. And the burden is the burden of confusion. I don't understand it. When I was young growing up, I used to watch the news and I would see news about oil bunkering. I would see 150 people have been burnt to death. They were vandalizing a pipeline. And then there was a spark ignited and there was a fire. And before you know, 150 roasted bodies. You would see human beings roasted like cows, like rams on the ground. The news crew will be going through the bodies, taking videos, trying to show you how bad it was. And I was wondering, how will people risk their life to steal oil? I was too young to understand. It was because they wanted to get some kind of economic advantage. So they were putting their life at risk for money. You see, in my job, I know what I am risking for money. I am risking my time. I am selling my time in exchange for money. And even that is not the best way to get money. Because when you are exchanging your time for money, someone else dictates the value of your time by paying you a monthly salary. So when you divide the salary by the amount of hours, you will know your worth per hour. But that is not necessarily your worth. Because if you do something else, you might make more money. The same person who defines your worth also tells you how long you have to work before you are qualified for a promotion and many of those other things that happens when you seek formal employment. I know about it because I have a formal employment. Now, guys, This is not selling your time for money or risking your time for money. This is risking your life. People were doing it and they were dying in the process. The same Nigerians that used to live in that time, which was like, let's say 10, 20 years ago, no, more than that, those same Nigerians are now too afraid to risk their money to get money. They are now too afraid to invest money to get money back. Let me explain what I mean. When you look at resources, you have to look at it in terms of the value of the resource and know whether this value or this resource is, when you're talking about exchanging value, you have to look at what you are exchanging and what you are getting in return and ask yourself the basic question: what I am giving, is it comparable in value to what I am receiving? So when you are giving life, which you have only one, for money, the value does not compare. So if you look at it, things like oil bunkering doesn't make sense because the thing you are risking is far more in importance than what you hope to get in return. And then if you look at, okay, maybe a job, it's also far more because you're risking your time, and your time is your life. You know, you can always make more money if you have more time, but you can never make more time if you have more money. You cannot use money to buy time. So even those of us that are selling our time for money, we are risking a resource of higher value to get a resource of lower value. And many of us don't even look at it like that. I mean, after working 65 years, you now retire. You are now weak. All your time has gone, all your energy gone. You now have money. What are you going to enjoy the money with? What are you going to do with it? You know, just sitting in your bank account, you're admiring it. So my burden is, how do the same Nigerians who used to risk impractical things like their life and their time to get something of lesser value, which is money, how can the same people not risk money for money when the value is basically the same? If you are risking money to get money back, you know that both of them are money. And even in the event of loss, money can always be made back if you have time. But Nigerians are afraid to risk money to get money. So they run away from things like investment. When you tell a Nigerian an investment opportunity is here, they will run away because they do not want to lose money. But yet they will sell their time, sell more meaningful resources, even risk their life to get money. It makes no sense for me. So please, you people should help me understand this, because for some time now, I've been encountering people who will see investment opportunity that can help them. I recommend a number of these investment opportunities. If you look through my channel, if you follow me closely in my groups where I talk about businesses, I talk about business like investing in the Nitsky string technology and securing their IPO shares, getting dividends for life. Basically, that one is investing for generations unborn and your own generation as well, to enjoy from a transport system that has been projected to occupy over 50% of the global transport market. Like, the investment is so mad, it doesn't make sense that anybody should ignore it. Yet some people are ignoring it because they are afraid to risk their money. And how much is the investment? The lease package is $50, which is just about 30,000 naira. It makes no sense to me, guys. Maybe people should help me understand it. Or I talk about investing in Forex using assisted AI leverage trading, whereby you just sit back and the work is done for you. You just cash in on the profit, and people are afraid to risk their money. Look, even if the worst case scenario turns out to be that you lose money, you would have learned lessons that will help you make better choices when you are making investments in future. Money is not meant to be protected. Money is meant to protect you. So stop hiding your money. Send your money out on errand. If it comes back to you, it will bring more money. If it doesn't come back to you, you would have taught you a lesson. So that money becomes school fees that you paid to learn a lesson. Why are we afraid of risking our money, but not afraid of risking our life to get money? We are not afraid to risk our time to get money. We are not afraid to risk. Some of us are even risking other people's lives to get money. People are doing ritual killings. People are doing Yahoo Plus. People are stealing other people's money, as in, it makes no sense. Risk your life. Risk another person's life. Risk your time for money. But now, Risk money to get money. No, that's a scam. No, it doesn't make sense. Think about it really. Is it that devil is enforcing some kind of wrong mentality that we are taking to be normal? Because if you really look at it, it makes no sense, but people believe it, which means there must be an agenda behind it. And I can only imagine that for a sustained agenda like that, it means that it's the forces of darkness that are promoting it. I mean, think about it. Pray about it. Let God enlighten you and remove the blinders from your own eyes. Think about it thoroughly. It makes no sense. Devil is making money seem so powerful that people are ready to risk their life for it, but they are not ready to risk the money to protect their life. Okay, let me not talk too much. I have opportunities that can help you, but it will require you to invest money. I will not butter coat it or sugarcoat it or rub butter on it. I'll tell you the truth. Money is made by money. Or how do they used to put it? It takes money to make money. Yes, that's the language. So don't imagine I will tell you this investment will make money for you and you will not spend on it. Is it COTP, where you are literally printing money while you do arbitrage trading? You still have to start with money. Is it SWC, where you are literally getting paid from the profits of a company that is going to be as big in scale of operation as the big names that we are currently hearing, like Apple, Tesla, Amazon, and so? It still takes money to invest and own their shares. Ask people like Herbert Wigwe, who earned over 100 and something billion from Access Bank shares. Or ask people like Peter Obi, who had the opportunity to buy shares with Zoom. Ask them what it means to earn an income from dividends. Let them tell you. But they will always tell you that they made an investment before they started earning those dividends. When you are imagining the life of a wealthy man, or you are desiring the life of a wealthy man, are you ready to take the sacrifices that they have taken, pay the price that they have paid? One of my mentors, Grant Cardone, said, pay the price today so you can pay any price tomorrow. Many of us don't want to pay the price, but we want the result. We want the success. It doesn't work that way, guys. You have to pay the price today. If you are the kind of person who is willing to pay the price, let me assure you, success is not far from you. But please be guided. Don't run into anything and everything and say, because you want to pay the price, you put money here, put money there, and then you will now lose. Take calculated risk. People like me, I have made losses. I've also made profit. But here's the thing. It has helped me make better decisions. And now I can be more thorough. When I research platforms, I use the experiences of before, the experiences of now to project the future. And I then make decisions based on experience. But we don't want you to learn through experience because we learned painfully. We learned with loss. It was not easy for us to continue this journey, but by the grace of God, people like us exist to help people like you. Because of the lessons we have, we can guide you so that you don't make the mistakes we've made. Imagine having to lose how much I have lost to learn all the lessons I have learned, when you can just meet me and I will just give you the lessons free of charge, tell you exactly what to avoid and what to look out for when you are making business and investment decisions. Won't it be a better option for you? That is why you need mentors in your journey, so that you will, if it took me 5 years and I just gave you all that knowledge in 1 month, you will have escaped 5 years of learning, 5 years of losing, and you have just come straight down to the level where your mentor is, and you can begin to fly from there. They said if you want to see ahead, you have to stand on the shoulders of those who have come before you, something like that. I am available to mentor as many of you, especially the youths. We have youths doing many different nonsense things to make money, killing their parents, killing their girlfriends, killing their boyfriends, beheading people, staining their hands with blood, filth, just because of money. It makes no sense when you can be learning about things like decentralized finance, learning about things like non-fungible tokens, and enlightening yourself on the greatest transfer of wealth that is happening right now, or learning about things like investing in shares, pre-IPO shares, buying stocks, things that will assist you, enable you, and propel you to your next financial destination. Learning about things like the foreign exchange market, like the cryptocurrency exchange, how to convert your assets from one form to another in order to hedge against inflation, and many things you could be learning to protect yourself. You are not putting yourself out there enough. Many people are holding back too much. You are holding back. Even look, let me tell you, it is not something so far away. You see it. You see it in your. You will see an opportunity will come. Maybe you have that relative that will always look for a reason to say no to it. That person is holding himself or herself back. Even it might be you listening to this. Someone reached out to me yesterday and was saying that after they met me, after they did not used to think about business before, but now they are so moved to look for success through business, and they just want to appreciate me. Actually, somebody told me that yesterday and it made me so happy, because that's where you're supposed to get to, a point where you lose your fear of failure and you begin to think of possibility of success. Lose your fear of failure. Failure has killed. It's not even failure. You haven't even started. You're already afraid you will fail. It's called doubt. Doubt has killed more dreams than failure. At least if you fail, you know that you have tried. Some of you will never try because you have already killed the dream with doubt. And I no go fit. This kind of thing says, how many years I want to learn? Have you started? Guys, the burden in my heart is that how can people risk their life for money, risk their time for money, risk other people's life for money, and they are afraid to risk their money for money? It makes no sense, guys. It makes no sense. And if you are there holding your money, hiding it, I don't want to touch this money. Let me tell you something. You will still touch that money. Money, try it. Leave 50,000 in your bank for 1 year. Don't touch it, whether you will not die of hunger. You must touch the money. So why not put out that money, use it to make more money, so that at least when you are touching from your profit, you still have your capital to try other opportunities. Don't be cheating yourself. Don't be cheating yourself. You are cheating yourself. What is the fear of failure, Seth? Failure only teaches you and prepares you for success. Stop being afraid of failure and start being afraid of being in the same place next year as you are today. Thank you.